Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Rainbow High unboxing. Today we have the Pacific Coast Series 1 Hali Capri. She is our very, very cute doll. She has got on a blue outfit and is very cute. A little bit reminiscent of Series 1 Skylar with her hair tones, but her face is very pretty. Look at that face up right there. She does have the lip liner on. I think that's a variant. I'm not sure. I know there are some variants out there. She's got this pool bag, a towel, sunglasses. She's wearing some shoes in there that are flats. She's actually got bottoms underneath that those shorts. She's got a hat that comes off. And let me show you, she is a fashion design focus. Right here, Hali. This is kind of how you're going to identify her by the side of the box. And we have our 7 dolls right here. And the back of the box reads, "Meet the students of Pacific Coast High, the most elite fine arts high school on the West Coast. Here the days are sunny, the classes are poolside, and the drama rolls in and out like the tides." And we have our 7 dolls. This is kind of the first time I think we've had 7 dolls in a release, with only one re-release, which is Bella Parker. She gets her second look here because she didn't get a winter break look. She is very cute in this look. We have all 7 of them back here. Hali is right here. And then I also was able to pick up Phaedra, so her review will be posted next. But this is a very cute box. These retail for $32. I don't love that price tag, considering we don't get a second outfit with them. Really? Like, it's cute, but it's almost like they were supposed to put the other half of the box right here, because our winter high ones were only $36 and they came with a full like ski set or snowboard and 2 outfits. And then they did bump up the price for the sleepover dolls and the band dolls up to $50 with those custom pieces. So I guess our basic doll price is probably going to go up to $30 now, or $32 compared to $27 like it was. But I honestly almost wish these had been closer in price to the cheer line at like $24, because they don't give you a second outfit. It seems a little bit like they're just messing with us. So I'm going to open her, and we're going to see exactly how easy it is to get these out. If it is easy, if not, it's going to be what we figure out here. So the doll itself does slide out really easily. Again, look at her face. It is really pretty. So she is gorgeous. Our next thing will be to figure out how we can get the other one out. So okay, so this is similar to the winter high boxes where we can just take out that whole panel. You can't really reuse these boxes like you could with the signature ones. Ooh, this one is really glued on there, so it does not want people to be taking these from the stores like I've seen, because we do have a lot of those where they wind up, only having the one outfit. So let's take a look at our instructions because these dolls do introduce a new kind of feature. Well, one that I'm not entirely thrilled about. And that is removable legs. Hali comes in flat feet. We have heeled feet right here, extra in our bag. This is kind of an interesting way to do it, except for the fact that they've already made dolls with ankle articulation. We got Jet. Jet had ankle articulation. I don't understand why they did that. So here are the instructions for how to get them off. So you can just pull the bottom leg off, apparently. This seems like it's going to be a crazy breaking hazard because knees already on dolls are some of the most broken parts. So I am kind of appalled, honestly, at how they decided to do that. It's a cool feature. I will give MGA that, like Mattel would never. But it is just kind of horrendous that's how they decided to give us articulation at the ankles to where they would be wearing their different shoes. So here she is, right out of the box. Let me show you guys a little bit closer up. Here is her hat. It does like clip on. She's got 3 staples holding her little like hat bandana sunbrim thing on. So here are her shoes. Again, here's the flat feet. So that's how that looks. I do love that these are flat-footed because it means we can probably slip those onto a Ken doll pretty easily. Here, let me stick her on her stand. We do have the new style of stand where they're not super tight on there now. So here she is. If you guys didn't watch my previous video, I did a full review of the beach club and pool and color change pool. She is very cool. She's gonna go in this pool. But here she is. Let's take a quick look at all of this before we start taking her apart. But there's a lot of things on here that are taped. Which I don't love when they tape these things in, because it just makes it even harder to get in and out of these boxes. But such is life sometimes, especially in Toy World. They make things much harder to get into. Oops, sorry about that with the little whiplash shell. But I'm going to try to get all of these off so that way I can actually pull this out without having to break it. Again, if you watched any of my earlier Rainbow High videos, I save this plastic usually because you can use it to make earring stands or displays or really anything you can think of. So hold on to this. This does have printing on it, which is a little sad, but you know, that's life sometimes. It'll still make a good earring display. go. We've got our sunglasses, which are kind of cool. They are, again, stapled in there. So here they are. They do have an RR printed on them, but they are transparent, which I do love that, because glasses are transparent. And then we do have our other purse that we have right here. This is not so much a purse as a beach bag, I guess, but it is a purse. I don't know what to tell you on that. This is kind of cool. It does have a little packer in there, so it does have openings. It's a good quality purse. It says rainbow on both sides. So it's a nice little pool bag. Doesn't really stand up on its own because of the way it was made, which is just that this middle part is all one piece. And actually, it may all be one piece because there's no seams on the bottom. There's just seams on the side, so it looks like it was cut and then seamed together. It does have smaller handles also, right there, and then the bigger handles. These are cute. Let's take a look at the towel, which is our large accessory. There's a few more little things holding it down here, I guess. I always try to take stuff out as carefully as possible because you never really know what all is holding in and what's going to leave really big holes in your toys. So we do have this towel. There are a few extra little things holding it together. I don't love that, considering it already had stuff in there to hold it together. So I have to go through and clip those to be able to lay it out properly, which means a chance of snipping the actual towel, or worse, pulling a hole through it if you try to just do it by force. This is actual terry cloth, so this would actually work as a towel if you needed it to, like in the heat of the moment. That sounds a little dirty. Well, I mean, like if there's a spill near your dolls or something like that. So here it is. It is a really big towel, surprisingly. And it says Rainbow High Atelier, Pacific View, Los Angeles. I'm not up to date on the show, so I don't know if they have introduced this yet, or if this is going to be part of their summer line or their spring line. I'm not sure. All I know is these did get officially announced. I picked these up at Target, and Target doesn't sell before a release date. So the actual release date must have passed. So the bag, the sunglasses, and the towel are all you get on the side. So let's see how these legs work. Actually, let me show you the outfit first. There's no Velcro on these pants. These shorts are just a slide up, which is good and bad. So we'll see. So take those shoes and put them right there. Here's her shorts. We'll leave them on her chair. And that is what her bottoms look like. She does have an R and an H charm, one on each side. Again, there is no Velcro here on the back for the bottoms. It's just on there. The top does have Velcro on the back, and it's also tied onto the neck. I'm going to leave it on for now because there is not chest articulation, which I can tell through the doll. So what we want to do is pull below the knee, apparently. Okay, so that's how it comes off. And then you put one on like this. Oh, no, I'm trying to put the left leg on. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's her. That's her leg. And then you're just supposed to put it back on. So each leg is keyed correctly to its leg. So apparently you can't put the left leg and the right leg on because of this little peg that fits into that shape down there. Oh my god, that's not easy. So we've got one heeled foot right there and one flat foot right now. So that's how that works. It's weird. It does go back like the other legs. I don't know if I like that. The knees are really tight. Like that's a really tight knee. They do look like they go back a little further though, compared to the original Rainbow High knees. But it's a weird gimmick compared to just giving us articulated ankles that they've already designed and printed once before. But she's really pretty. She's got pretty soft hair. There is a little bit of gel in it, so I would probably rinse it. Her face up is great. She's got glitter eyeshadow, which I love. We don't see a ton of that in Rainbow High. In addition to that, there's a smoky eye above it. Again, the lip liner is on there. I don't really want to take this off right now. Normally I would. She also has a scrunchie in her hair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 pieces, not including her extra set of legs. That's all you get in the doll for the $32 price tag. So I don't love that, for the fact that it is more expensive than the original dolls, where you averaged like 12 pieces at least. I did put her other flat foot back on because I want to have her in both of her shoes. But again, here she is in her bathing suit, ready to go. This is going to be kind of a pain to keep these dolls' feet, keep track of them, because the majority of Rainbow High shoes are geared towards, actually, I think all of them are geared towards heels. I don't think we've gotten really flat feet before, except maybe, so we do have them on the boys. But other than that, I think all of the shoes for Rainbow High are heeled feet, which is kind of frustrating. Just because I feel like these are going to get lost. So MGA either needs to do a replacement program for those feet, because they're going to get lost by kids. Or they need to quit their shit and give us the ankle articulation on all the dolls going forward. Because it's a little ridiculous that we don't have it. I did put her little shorts and her glasses in her bag. It's like that. I'm going to leave the towel on the pool because I want to leave her right there hanging out. There is sparkle to her stand, which is kind of cool. But maybe this would have worked better, MGA, just an FYI. If you could have fit it to where her legs clipped inside the stand so you didn't lose them, that would have been 1,000 times better than just giving us the extra legs, because these are going to get lost without a way to keep them apart. But honestly, if you had made these bases like 4% or 5% bigger, these would have been able to clip into the bottom, and you could have had little like ankle clips to hold the legs in, which would have been fantastic. And I would have given you so many kudos if you had done this MGA. But as it is, that's what we got. Keep eyes on your legs because these are not going to... They even say it in the instructions right here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. The flat style shoes will only fit dolls with flat feet. And then another one, while so many accessories are interchangeable between Rainbow High dolls, not all accessories will fit other dolls. So your flat shoes are not going to fit on the other dolls, which kind of sucks, because they could have designed it with the flat feet in mind and just given us ankle articulation with high arches, and they would have fit on all the other dolls. So now we don't have these shoes that will fit other Rainbow High dolls. So, I mean, that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. MGA is going to do what MGA is going to do. Same with Mattel. But MGA is generally a little bit better about things like this, which is why it's kind of surprising to me that they went with the completely separate legs compared to just giving us articulated ankles like they did with Jet, especially if they were going to raise the price on us. I get there's inflation and it's not MGA's fault, but with how well Rainbow High is doing, I do kind of expect better from them going forward. This whole series kind of feels a little bit like a slap in the face to the people that have been collecting it since it came out. Like, I have every single Rainbow High doll right now. I have duplicates of several. But this feels a little bit like we got charged extra for less, and then they went and gave us heeled feet as sort of like an afterthought. Because they were like, oh, well, all the rest of these shoes won't fit, so we have to give them other feet that will fit them. So I'm not entirely thrilled with MGA about this line. I am going to buy them all. Like, it's not going to stop me from buying them and reviewing them. But it does make me a little frustrated if this is kind of the ingenuity that they've got going forward, because it seems a little ridiculous to have done this when we had... Let me pull Jet out real fast. I know I have her somewhere near the top of my collection. There we go. Okay. So here is Jet. Jet looks like this. Jet has articulated ankles. Jet can still wear the majority of Rainbow High shoes because her feet go like that. Jet was designed to have really tall shoes that she had to go like that on. The only modification that needed to be done to these feet is to cut a little bit out of the leg right there to where these feet would go flat. And they would look like that, yes, but they would come forward and it would look fine. That was the only modification that needed to be done to make these work with flat-footed shoes. And so it drives me a little crazy. Yes, I do have her in a different outfit, if you're wondering. But it is ridiculous to me that they didn't just cut this little nib out right here and give us flat-footed articulated ankles that would have worked with all the shoes without having to keep track of another thing that we're going to have to keep track of, because that's what we have. We have a ton of things to keep track of when it comes to Rainbow High. There's always more outfits to keep track of, and now accessories. But it's very cute. I do love this line, the idea of it. I just don't love the way that they went with it. I may not harp on this on other videos. This is my first one that I'm doing of the Pacific Coast, so it's probably going to be a little more obvious that I have an utter disdain for this lack of quality, because these are going to get lost. If the hands get lost, and the hands are always attached but have to come off for some outfits to go on, the legs are going to get lost. Legs are going to get lost by adult collectors, because we're going to think, oh, where are we going to put this? Like, what? We're going to store them inside of boots? Here, let me show you what that would look like. So I have a boot box here with one of the rocker girls. I cannot remember her name. I think it's Lyric. I think Lyric had these shoes. So what? We're going to just pop them into the boots right there. Not even sure if that's the right shoe or not. I think it's this one. Yeah. Just pop them into the boots. Right there. Yeah. 1, 2. And just store them in the box so you don't lose them. I mean, it works. It's a very inelegant solution, but I guess that's how I'm going to do it so I don't lose the legs. But yeah. So, I mean, and you can only do that if you have the flat foot on there. If you don't have the flat foot that comes standard with whatever shoes your doll comes in, and I think a few of them come with the heels, you don't have a way to stick those into a boot, really, because they won't fit on the boots. So you have to either keep all of these in flat foot all the time so you can keep your legs sorted, or you're gonna have to figure out a way, like a bag, to keep them separate. I'm not sure, but that's gonna be my solution for now. I'm just gonna keep them on the shelf. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, she's gonna be flat-footed forever. So thanks, MGA, for another thing I have to remember where I put. But again, she looks fantastic in this setting. I did take my palm trees out of the set so I could get this more flush against my backdrop. But she looks great. Her towel fits perfectly in there. And I'm going to review Phaedra next, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, and as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings, y'all. Be good. Bye.